So again, we're just gonna review this technique. We're gonna be here, 50-50, okay? Here, just like this. Now, we don't wanna be in regular 50-50 for long because we're susceptible to inside heel hook counters. Our partner can toe hold the secondary leg, right? So we don't wanna be here. So we're gonna upgrade our position by putting our foot on our partner's stomach. We file our heel to the opposing hip, and we don't use our hands to push ourselves up because we relinquish control of the foot. So instead we use a back heel motion with this leg to pull ourselves on top. Now, from this position, if we can expose the heel and finish, we will do so. However, if we can't, as our partner rotates, we take a reverse underhook and we pin their hip. Our hand finds their far shoulder as our knee slides out, and our knee goes underneath their hip and shoulder. We throw our top hook in, chair sitting to the opposing side, and finishing on the back. Okay? Now, let's go ahead and let's talk about some counters for the straight Ashigarami position. Okay? So now, instead of our partner having us in an inside control, right? Our partner's gonna have us in an outside control. Now, whenever I get into this position, okay, the first thing I'm looking to do, shout out Ryan Aitken, is get again to my shoulder, lift my hips up, take two supinated grips with my palms facing my partner's feet, and split the feet, okay? So again, from this position, I'm gonna go to my shoulder, my hands are gonna come in, and I'm going to start pushing my partner's feet off of my hips. Now from this position, I'm gonna bring my knee to the inside, here, just like this, okay? Now, from this position, the most crucial thing for us to do, first and foremost, is to address the grip on our foot, okay? So, I can start going into counters and stuff like this, but if I don't address the threat of the ankle lock here, he's going to finish it, okay? So, from this position, again, I'm gonna use my knee to push and free my foot out, okay? Now, from this position, okay, all I'm going to look to do is get both of my feet underneath one of my partner's hips, okay? Now from here, my hand's gonna come across and I'm gonna pull my partner into a leg grab, here, just like this, okay? Now, it's important that as we come up, okay, we immediately start shooting control of this hip and knocking our partner down, here, like this, okay? So we're gonna start with just getting this leg drag, and then after I see that everybody's comfortable with this, we'll move on to taking the back from the leg drag, okay? So again, we're in a straight ashi of some sort. Immediately from this position, we concede to a shoulder, okay? What this means is if he falls to his side to finish the ankle lock, I can lift my hips up, turn my heel towards his rib cage, and it'll make it very hard for him to finish me, okay? Now from here, my hands come in, and I find the feet, and I push them away. I bring my knee to the inside so that my knees are together, and I immediately split the lock of the legs, okay? Now from here, first thing I have to address is the hands. So again, I'm going to use my knee to push and pull my foot out here, like this. From this position, I'm getting both of my feet underneath my partner's hip, and I'm reaching across and passing my partner's leg, okay? It's important that you keep this hip elevated with the hook as you come up, okay? If you don't do that and you just come up like this, exactly, you can come to the inside. By keeping this hook elevated the whole time as I come up, try to return, you can't do so, okay? I find that hip, and I lock down the hips here, pinching my partner's hips with my knees. Okay? Go ahead and get with my partner, try this out. 3, 2, 1. Right, at this point, we've gotten to a position where both of our partner's legs are on one side of our hips. We're in a very good passing position, okay? Now, what's ultimately going to dictate my ability to get to the back is my partner, okay? But there are ways that I can convince him that showing his back is going to be the best option for him, okay? So, main thing that I'm looking to do is get behind this shoulder here, like this. Now, I don't need a true underhook, okay, where his hand is on this side, right, and I have a shoulder-to-shoulder connection. That's not what this is for. What this is for, right, is when I reach around is I'm just looking for this far shoulder, okay? As I get to this far shoulder, I can get a grip on the inside of my partner's neck here, okay? So again, I'm just taking like my 4 fingers, and if I lift my partner's neck up, I'm putting my hands on his neck here like this. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna collapse and start folding everything over here like this. Now, you're gonna immediately notice that his elbow starts coming in front of your face, okay? Now from here, my hand's gonna come through, palm up here, just like this, and now I'm gonna cut my partner's shoulder, just like this. Okay, now, from here, what a lot of people will do is they will try to cut the corner around the shoulders, okay? But what can happen as you do that is your partner's hips will follow you. No, turn. And then you're gonna be in an arm triangle, right? Which is good, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I saw a video of Gianni Grippo training at B-Team, and he put J-Rod in a fully locked in arm triangle. J-Rod just ate it. So I'm kind of debating the efficiency of the arm triangle right now, specifically because Gianni Grippo is like the best arm triangle person in the world, probably, and he was unable to finish J-Rod with it. So instead, what I'm gonna do when I get to this position is I'm gonna look to execute a knee slice over the hips to keep my partner on his side, okay? So from here, my knee's gonna come in and I'm gonna knee slice over the hips, just like this, okay? Now from here, my hand is gonna come and I'm gonna get a tight waist. Okay, from here I generally have two options. I can either pull my partner's hip all the way in and take the back on the near hip, or I can bring my knee up underneath my partner's armpit, shift all my weight to that side, and then chair sit through to the opposing side. Okay? So we kind of have this dilemma where we can pull our partner into the near side or we can chair sit to the far side. Okay? So we're in the leg drag. Ty, can I use you really quick just so that you can see? Yeah. So we're here, right? And turn the knees facing that way. So here, right? First things first, okay? I'm looking to get my hand behind my partner's shoulder, okay? From here, my hand is searching for the inside of the neck, okay? If my partner's elbow is wide like this, okay, as I roll everything in here like this, that elbow is just gonna come right across. Now from here, my outside hand is gonna punch in, uppercut style, palm up, boom, here like this, and I'm gonna grab my partner's shoulder, okay? Now from here, I'm gonna execute the knee slice over the hips to the outside, and I'm gonna grab my tight waist, okay? Sometimes I'll camp out in this position, guys, and really just hold them down, okay? Really make them feel my weight. I can chain to Darcy's here, okay? I can roll over into anacondas as well from this position. So for those of you that took the headlock classes, feel free to chain to that from this position. Again, we're just in a position here, just like this, okay? From here I have two options. I can pull my partner into me and take the back to the near hip. Or I can slide my knee up, close to my partner's armpit, and chair sit through to the opposing side. Okay? All right, guys. Let's give this a shot. 3, 2, 1.
Can I see one?
Yeah, of course. Here. So again, he's got like this wide elbow frame, right? And sometimes you'll just be able to boom and go right in. But this rolling over, whoosh, they're really good at getting that hand over. Hand punches through. We grab. Knee slice over the hips. We can either slide our knee up and chair sit through to the opposing side, or we can pull our knee back and pull our partner into our hips on the near side. 3, 2, 1. Go. Sorry, Ty.
That was a nice collaborative laugh.
Yeah, I know.
Leg drag.